I hit Unreal in 5 days of the season being out, and to be honest, it isn't that hard once you know the things I do. So today I'm going to be giving you my best advice on how to hit Unreal fast, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to be breaking down one of my wins in Champion. Before we talk about gameplay, we have to talk about the ranked point system. No one really knows how the point format even works, but from my understanding, this is how it works. Eliminating players that are higher than you will give you better percentage. Completing your ranked quests also give you better percentage. And then the obvious, making it later to get to the end games in the ranked games will give you more percentage, but also eliminating players towards the top 10 will give you also more percentage. The best game mode to play to get the most percentage fast is solos, so if you're a good solo player, it's best to play solos. This is also the best way to get better at the game itself because you can only rely on yourself. That is how I hit Unreal. I speedran the whole thing in solos. If you're interested in seeing that, I posted a video on it on my channel. But anyways, playing solos is the best, then it's duos, and then it's squads. So the less teammates you have, the more percentage you will get per game. The best loadout for this season is the normal AR, of course, the pump shotgun or attack that is higher than purple, the grappler, and then 2 heals of your choice if you can find any heals, because to be honest, there is no heals across this map. To rank up faster, you need to stop hot dropping and dying off spawn because that is just going to make you go down in the ranks, especially if you're dying off spawn in the higher ranks like Elite or Champion. You need to start landing smaller locations like Snobby Shores or these factories or even like Lonely Lodge. These still give amazing loot and have maybe only 1 or 2 players landing with you, but most importantly, you can loot up and not get third-partied off spawn after fighting those players who land with you. You need to become a better fighter. Ranked is a fighting game mode and that's how it is and how it always will be. If you aren't good at fighting, you won't be able to rank up, or it might even take you forever to rank up. The way to get better at fighting is running 1v1s in creative, because in a ranked game, you will only fight maybe 5 players in 20 minutes, but in creative, you can run 50 rounds of 1v1s in 20 minutes. Basically, it's faster paced practice, and that will help you get better faster. So after all those tips, I wanted to break down my game that I won in Champion Division, so you guys can see how the higher ranks games look like. So in this game, I hot drop tilted, which I don't recommend unless you're super confident in your fighting ability. But while I'm gliding, I always tend to mark many floor loot spawns to see which gun is the best to land at. Here I mark a burst AR and get a free kill on someone who's unaware. Marking weapons allows you to catch so many people off guard, especially when you land in tilted. For my next elimination, this player was in a portafort and it was very early into the game, so I knew he didn't have any heals. So you can see I snuck up on him, hit, and then popped some free shots when he started peeking. After hitting him hard, he ran away. But since he's literally one shot and I have decent mats, I push him and I take a right hand peek because I too could get one pumped because I'm only 100 HP. This next elimination just proves how easy ranked is. There is players like this in every single lobby handing out free eliminations. But basically I just pre-fired him while he was spraying at my wall. That's pretty much it. After clearing out my side of tilted, I hear people fighting on the other side. I instantly see if I can snag a free kill with my hand cannon, but I only hit him for 80. He cleans up his opponent and that's my signal to get in his face. What you're about to see is 300 IQ. I pick up a portafort and drop it down knowing that it would give me edits on the wall, then place my crosshair where I think his head will be and I get the free elimination. I leave tilted to go find more fights, and I see this drop so I get it, but while I'm getting it, this player gets way too aggressive on my wall. I stay calm, put the crosshair on his head, and pre-fire his life away. When players get way too aggressive on your walls, it allows you to time shots for easy chip damage. In this case, it was a clean cut 140 to his dome. In most cases, you may be hit for 80 damage, but that allows you to become the aggressor in the fight and be up health. This next player was running from me, so I know he's trash. When I'm above him, I put double edits and a cone underneath to try and predict where he will run into. This is called pre-piece. He doesn't end up going there, so I go down to the side of my double edit so I'm not directly on his wall. It also means I can take his wall from a right hand peek. The hand cannon does a lot of damage to walls, so I shot the wall, then swapped to my pickaxe to swing, all while being covered by my right hand peek. A quick window edit puts me up damage, and then another right hand peanut butter edit pretty much secures the fight. He runs away and I just end up finishing him off. All the fights I've shown you so far have been very easy, but this one was different. I end up taking damage very early on in the fight, and now I'm on defense. The second I take a lot of damage, you have to make yourself a few boxes of space so it's hard to your opponent to track you down and jump in. You can see he's trying to spray in, but I just hold and quickly make more space. Eventually he's going to have to reload, so that's when you either choose to fight back or heal. In this case, I chose to heal. He gets cracked, so I approach his wall and I make 2 mistakes here. 1, I pickaxe his wall without being behind the right hand peak, which leads to me getting pre-fired. And then 2, I take damage from the third party who just shot him. To prevent this, I should have went all the way to the other side of the box and used the right hand peek to safely fight him. Here's a little handmade drawing showing you what I mean. Because of this engagement, I run away a few moments later because I was so shambles. In these high ranked lobbies, you shouldn't be afraid to leave fights when it's obvious that you won't win. In this fight, I had no builds and not a lot of HP, so I just choose to go reloot. In this clip, I get pre-fired again after pickaxing a wall twice in a row. You should never ever pickaxe a wall twice because it gives your opponent time to pull his pump out and line up a perfect pre-fire. I should have stayed behind the right hand peak that I made and pressured him slowly to ensure I don't get pre-fired. I end up losing a free kill here because I have to heal and he runs away. I wanted to show this clip because of how I approached this guy's box to box fight him safely. I'm one above this guy and to the left, always giving me a right hand peek. I also have a wall and floor in between me and him, so if he runs at me, I can reset it quickly or take a shot and reset. But what's more important about this fight is after spraying his walls safely, he runs at me, and that's exactly what I wanted. I predicted this with a pre-fire pump for 107. And then as that happened, I reset my floor instantly so I don't get traded back. Once again, I don't get the elimination here because he runs away, but the way I box fought that was pretty much perfect, and you guys need to learn how to do that. For some reason, this game was super stacked and had a mini endgame. I wanted to win, so as soon as the zone pulled, I realized that I'm frontside. I used this time to spray other players, but most importantly, I hear this guy was fighting earlier, grapple, and I pump him out the sky. The reason why I was able to predict that was because of how far we all needed to rotate. Everyone holds grapplers in the season, and it's free pumps when people are in the air. I drop for the mats, and I even go into zone because I needed that bad. It's okay to take a bit of damage to get extra mats. In zone, I see this guy in wood, so I decided to spray on his wall, knowing that eventually I'm going to replace it from far away and then edit it and get a free pump on him. The reason I was able to edit it from that far was because where I'm standing. It's close enough to where I can grab and edit, but far enough to where he wouldn't expect it. As soon as I get the elimination, I don't hesitate and realize it goes up a hill, so I don't go for the mats. The only thing in my mind right now is to get up this hill and take high ground as soon as possible. This player contests me for high ground and hits a big shot on me, but he ends up falling down, and that means he has no mats. Knowing that he has no mats, I know he's going to grapple up because everybody does that. I take this opportunity to pump him for 100 to relieve the pressure off me and my high ground. He tries again a few seconds later, but I've been already healed up, and it's so predictable at this point. I eliminate him, and now it's down to the final 1v1 to win the game. In this 1v1, I drop down thinking he's to the left on low ground. I do this so I can maybe hit him hard, so I can have the fight equal out in HP. He wasn't to the left, and this gives him time to line up a pump before I can react, and this gives him the advantage. So instantly, I go back up and try to bait out a jump shot from him, and as he jumps, I hard pump him to finish off the game. This game made me go up 12% in champion, which would be like 20% in elite and 35% in diamond. I know I went over a lot in this video, but if you have questions, be sure to comment down below and subscribe for more educational content like this. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I helped you guys all hit Unreal. Peace out, boys. Good luck.